opinion of my followers, and I would talk to any one of them. But they won't reciprocate that, and I think that's because they're a part of a network that is pushing a very specific agenda. And that is contrary to what you're characterizing it as, which is a spontaneous, organic, coming together of people. I think they have a very specific agenda, and I don't agree with it. And that's really what it amounts to.
Yeah, and by the way, when I say people, it wasn't any of them. That I didn't talk to any of them about this space. It was just people from the community, people, ladies on both sides. There's people in our community who think you're a fed. There's people who think you're like a great, they're your fans. I just listened to both sides. But, my concern too before going on was like, is this guy going to use a platform to like harass and slur me and my family? You kept it very civil. I appreciate that, So that's what other people were warning me, that it might become dirty. And that's deciding whether or not to do this. That was my biggest concern. Like, is this going to be a serious conversation? Listen, I believe in what I believe in. I'm an independent person. Remilia we represent. Honestly, I understand why we have crossover because, we're a big tent. We're an umbrella community to just any kind of free speech and dissident movement. We on all sides. When you mention like things like lesbian, LGBT, we have that in our community too. But the beauty of it is that they're all brushing shoulders, and even if they get in arguments and fight, they're still kept under the same tent. And that's why when I look at what, I haven't seen your show. I'm vaguely familiar. I've seen your memes. I've seen the funny clips. You're a funny guy, but suddenly I interact with you, and there's like all this drama and dirt being flung around. Even like Vital, like you're calling him deal backed because he received a Founders Fund grant back in like 2015. You must know that Thiel is not involved in Ethereum. Come on.
I called him Thiel backed, and even though he received Founders Fund money, that's the definition of backing. And
do you think Thiel is involved in like directing any of Ethereum's development? It's extremely decentralized.
By definition, he is involved. Yes.
I think there is a discrepancy. It's like not backing, but backed in the past. It's like, say for instance, if Elon had, he donated, I think it was $100 million to OpenAI back in the day, that doesn't mean that he's backing OpenAI. Quite the contrary, actually. He backed, in that sense, financially, OpenAI back then, right? So from this perspective, you could say it's like backed, not